Yum Yum Donut Shops is a donut shop chain that opened in 1971. Thank you for your suggestion. Phil Holland didn't start his career in the donut business. After serving as an ensign in the Navy in World War II and later in the Navy Reserves, he went on to work for John Mansfield as a sales engineer in Los Angeles, and then as a product manager at its New York headquarters. The USC grad had an engineering background. Phil Holland opened the first Yum Yum Donuts location in 1971 with a $5,000 loan. The building Holland set up shop at was actually a former Orange Julius location, which was at Avenues 26, Figueroa Street in the Cypress Park district of Los Angeles, California. The whole reason that Phil Holland ever opened their first shop was because he became interested in the donut business after spending time in North Carolina and working with Vernon Rudolph, who happened to be the founder of Krispy Kreme. Mr. Holland's value proposition was to start with high-quality ingredients and coffee, which became a key point of differentiation from competitors. He worked every job in his first store, cleaning, cooking, selling, and taking out the trash. His keen knowledge of store operations was critical to his ability to eventually lead the stores to expansion. By 1973, Phil had 3 Yum Yum donut shops and was anxious to expand. Frank Wattase joined as an equal partner. Mr. Wattase hailed from a remote fishing village in Kauai, Hawaii. From this humble beginning, Frank Wattase went on to graduate Harvard Business School, serve on the front lines of the Korean War, and just like Phil Holland, Frank had started his career in another field. He was hired as Senior Vice President of Servco Pacific. He later joined his brother Mark at Mark Construction, Inc., and in 1971, Frank became a realtor with his brother, Ken, and his family was moved from Hawaii to busy LA. Realizing real estate was not in his blood, he met Phil Holland, who operated the 3 Yum Yum donut shops. Impressed with Frank's enthusiasm and passion, Phil Holland sold half the company to Frank for $250. Together, Phil and Frank invested endless amounts of time and effort to operate the shops and develop new locations. Because of their experiences building the business through hard work and dedication, Yum Yum has a very strong work ethic throughout the organization to this day. Yum Yum Donut shops are open 7 days a week. There are numerous options in both cake and yeast donut varieties. Cake donuts are, of course, cakey, while yeast donuts are in the fluffy, chewy kind you probably think of when you think of classic donut rings or maybe even donut holes. The Yum Yum menu also offers fritters, maple bars, bear claws, twists, and other assorted members of the donut family. All of these iterations come iced, frosted, sprinkled, filled, or otherwise topped per Yum Yum Donuts. And that's before you get to their non-donut options. While the chain could rest on its donut laurels, it also offers a whole separate menu of baked goods like muffins and croissants, as well as sandwiches, not to mention the dizzying range of beverages to choose from. The two partners went on to open more than 100 stores. Even to this day, Yum Yum is actually privately owned and operated by one family. In 1989, Phil Holland retired and sold his half share of the company to Wattase, who owned and operated the company with his son, Lincoln Wattase. In 2004, Yum Yum purchased Winchell's Donuts, thus becoming the largest chain of donut shops in California. Winchell's was down to 200 locations by this point, and Yum Yum continued to shut down underperforming locations. The acquisition more than doubled the number of stores and put them in new areas like the Midwest and the Southeast. Fortunately, the founder of Yum Yum Donuts, Phil Holland, and his partner, Frank Wattase, had modeled Yum Yum after the Winchell's chain. By 2019, there were 126 Winchell's and Yum Yum donut shops in the greater Los Angeles area. Today, there are 94 locations, all of which are in California. So what do you remember about this place? Leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video below. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.
Bringing back memories from the good old days. That's super cool, man.